You have just completed your total body session, and now it is time to cool down. Step your feet nice and wide apart. Let your toes face the long edge of your mat. We're coming into a side bend. So one hand to your hip, other hand reaches up and over. You can take that top hand behind your head, press your head into your hand to dial that elbow open. Feel a stretch across the chest and the shoulder. Maybe shake your head yes and no. And then we'll come back up through center, switch sides, hand to hip, opposite arm overhead, maybe cradling the head in the hand, pressing it open here. Be here just a few more seconds, and then slowly start to come up through center, interlace your fingers behind you, hug the heels of the hands together, take your index fingers toward the earth, move your thumbs toward your index fingers, draw the front ribs in, big breath. And then exhale, fold halfway forward. I want you to send the knuckles skyward. Keep your head level with the heart and hips. And if you wish here, you can release the hands, maybe send them behind the heels, and gently pull back to feel that stretch in the hamstrings. Nice big breath here. And then we'll slowly start to turn over that right foot, come into your nice deep lunge, your lizard lunge here. So we are turning onto the knife edge of that front foot, letting that knee open out to the side. You can even use your right hand to press that right knee away. Lift, arc the center of the chest up and back. You can even come onto the top of your left thigh. Feel that hip flexor lengthen. And then slowly step it back to tabletop. Flip the hands so that your fingers are facing your knees. Shoulders stay over the wrists, cat and cow. Let's inhale, lengthen the spine, gaze up, press down through the heels of the hands. Then from the tail, exhale, round in, curl the belly in and up, chin to chest, press. And then from the tail again, feel the spine unfold, like rippling that wave up through the crown and back, reverse it. Last one like this, really press. And then we'll switch, send the left leg forward, come into that nice deep lizard lunge. Once again, you can come onto the knife edge of that front foot, maybe use the left hand to press that left knee out and open. Shoulders stay relaxed away from the ears. You can come onto the top of your back thigh. Feel that nice hip flexor stretch here. Slowing down the breath the entire time. Last big breath. And then we'll slowly step the feet together. Deep, generous bend in the knees. Bring your big toes to touch. Let's lift the heels, come into a ball pose squat. You can lift the chest here and then exhale, fold. So we take the heels down, work the legs toward straight. Inhale, almost like cat-cow in the spine here. We gaze up and exhale, we release, fold in. You can keep any amount of bend in the knees that feels good. Last one like this. And then we'll slowly transition to a seat. Take both knees over to the left in this zigzag shape. Bring your left forearm to the mat. And then we're going to reach that right arm up and overhead. Keep your inner right knee anchoring down into the mat. You can cradle your head in your top hand here, kind of opening the chest, letting that arm stretch as you feel that awakening in the quadricep and hip flexor. So you're really arcing the spine in the opposite direction to feel that stretch. Last one, and we'll switch. So both knees over to the right now. Right forearm comes down, we reach left arm up and away. So imagine creating this half moon shape as you reach away from that inner left knee. Keep that inner left knee grounded. Maybe cradle the head in the hands here. And we'll slowly start to come out. We'll lower all the way onto the back. Hug your right knee into your chest. Send your right knee over to the left for a supine twist. And I want you to really focus on keeping the shoulders grounded here as you soften belly and low back to receive the twist. Feel that stretch, that traction across the outer right thigh, right glute. And breathe. Slowly transition. We'll hug both knees in. Take your left knee to chest and send it to the right. Maybe gaze over your left shoulder. Again, trying to soften and relax into this stretch So notice any tendency your body has to grip or to try and hold some position in space. Can you just relax everything to gravity? And breathe. And we slowly come through center. I'll enjoy one more stretch for the upper back here. Just come into a seated position with the knees generously bent. I want you to cross at the wrists, reach for the outer edges of opposite feet. Find the extension in the spine first and then round it in. So bring your chin toward your chest. Really feel now the spinal flexion. So creating space between the bones on the back side of the spine. Working to separate the shoulder blades. Last big breath here. And slowly release. Let's cross at the ankles. Take your time as you transition. I like to spend a little bit of time, maybe a breath in each new body position. So your hinge here and then slowly rolling all the way up to stand. Let's enjoy a huge breath in together. And exhale, sigh it out. That is your cool down for today. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself, for your practice. It is such a privilege to move with you. So again, I thank you so much for being here and for letting your body be moved.